What's up, everybody? Welcome to Fighters Only TV. I'm Gary Alexander. I'm here once again with my man, the prodigy, BJ Penn. BJ, how are you?
I'm all right. Just coming off of the Whirlwind book tour over here. It's early in the morning, Friday morning, 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Having a good time. Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the book, Why I Fight, BJ Penn. Tell me a little bit about the book. It's kind of stirring up some controversy right now. Tell me a little bit about the book and why you think it's controversial.
Well, the book is just about MMA. You usually get to see just two people step in the ring, but this kind of goes behind the scenes and shows just one man's journey through his mixed martial arts career, and then any other stories that people just wonder about, or they're wondering something, they can hear it straight from the horse's mouth, straight from me. I didn't write it to be controversial at all. It's just telling a story throughout the book, and I hope it doesn't become a book about its controversy. I want it to just be a good book, and just about MMA in general, and my life. My family was like, come on, you got to write the book. Or my family and counsel, guys like Gary Lovin and stuff, everybody was like, Rafi Nahabedian, and everybody's like, come on, you got to write a book with Dave Weintraub, you got to write a book with Dave Weintraub. I was like, we're busy with the fights and all that stuff, don't even have time. And then over a period of about a year and 6 months, I guess me and Weintraub conversing, and then Weintraub, was a co-author and kind of put it down on paper. And at the end of the day, I like it. It's a good book, and I think it really does show my life from the beginning to the end. So I think it's all right.
Let's talk a little bit about the fight itself. You lost the fight against Frankie Edgar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first thing, let's just get to the point here. Did you think you lost that fight?
As a fighter, you're always thinking you're winning the fight. I was disappointed in my performance towards the end. You know what I mean? For sure. I was. I would love to. Put on a better show. But as a fighter, you always think you're winning the fight. You never feel like you're getting your butt kicked. You always feel like you're right in there, and you're biased. You know what I mean? Of course, you think you're winning.
50-45. What does that mean to you?
Everybody has been talking about that a lot lately, but it's I didn't even get to sit down and watch the fight.
Do you think we have a problem in MMA with judging? Do you think that's a problem?
Yeah, I think it's so tough to judge, and maybe the judges, they gotta at least be involved with, like, they gotta know some grappling, they gotta know some striking, they gotta know the moves at least.
At least, right?
Yeah.
Were you injured coming into this fight?
No, I wasn't injured.
Nobody goes into a fight 100%. Would you say that you were close to 100% for that fight?
No, I felt good, I felt good for the fight, and just wish I could have, put on a better show.
Obviously, I think Frankie Edgar was on probably it was the best performance of his career. Was there anything in that fight that he brought that surprised you?
I thought Frankie did a good job. He kind of what I expected, move and try to kick and punch, and he was doing it well. He was mixing up with his takedowns well, and he had a good game plan, and he fought well.
Why didn't you work off your back? And you didn't work any jiu-jitsu, you popped right back up.
Yeah, I got stuck trying to punch him.
Was it one of these things where you just, the game plan was to go out and stand with him?
Yeah, kind of stand with him and defend his takedowns, and try to gain some momentum in any area, and then start building on that momentum.
Your bread and butter has always been jiu-jitsu. Obviously, your boxing is something that, probably the best hands in the UFC as far as boxing goes. Have you fell in love with your boxing and starting to move away from your jiu-jitsu? I don't understand why you wouldn't have worked your jiu-jitsu on the ground.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I decided to do that night, and I gotta fix Well, I got a couple things in my head though that I'm really motivated about doing, you know, and I want to get back out there. And
Okay.
Get back in the ring and you're right, you know, use a lot of weapons.
Because you have a lot more than what I mean, and no offense, but I mean just you're a friend of mine. I'll be honest with you. You have a lot more weapons than you were able than you shown in that fight.
Yeah,
Frankie had like I said, I think it was a performance of his career. You can't take anything away from the guy. He beat you fair and square.
Yeah.
Who do you want to fight next? Who are you fighting next? Do you know that? And do you get an immediate rematch? What's the situation?
We're actually thinking we wanted to jump in a fight as soon as possible. We're still in shape, 6 weeks to 2 months, but the UFC actually contacted us and they really want us to wait a little longer and they want us to fight Frankie again.
Where do you see guys like Gray Maynard? I mean, does he deserve the shot over you? How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Good question. I was thinking that maybe if we didn't fight Frankie, you know, we could go right ahead and fight Gray, you know. But I know the UFC called us and told us to fight Frankie.
Was there anything that you wanted to mention before we go?
No, that's just, you know. Might have to edit. Yeah.
Gotta edit that. I'll cut it right out.
Oh, cut that out. The party fouls, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Unbelievable.